outside doing a little chore. Well, not me, but a friend of mine. He said he would come over and help me take something down. This is my weeping willow tree. Many years ago, Richard had planted it for me right in this very spot. And the trunk was about this thick, maybe an inch in diameter. So the people next door had some little kids that like to play basketball. The goal's still there, but it's laying there. And at that time, it was up in this driveway. So when they played ball, they would shove my tree around, which I wasn't very happy. So my friend Richard did me a favor, and he built me this wall to protect it. The chore today is take the wall down. The tree is fully grown, well, I guess, and I most likely will leave this place within this year, so might as well just take it down. It's concreted inside, so he's got an ingenious way of getting it down. The whole panel, not piece by piece. And that's how he built it, piece by piece. As you can tell, how he staggered these so he can get it screwed in. See that? If he had matched it, he wouldn't have been able to do it unless he did it that way.
We're gonna take this little wall down next to the tree. The first thing we're gonna do is take down the woodwork and leave only the posts. We're gonna take the lattice off, and then we're gonna take the little supporting posts off of it. So we'll start with that. I hope I've got the right drill bit. Lattice somewhere else. Thing in here to protect this tree when it was a small tree. Now it's a huge tree, it doesn't need to be protected though.
This one right here.
Oh.
This one right here also.
Different.
Is it a different?
That's one of those T20s. These T20s are just a little bit smaller. The screw could still all be a T25, but they're just so much smaller that they tend to strip out. The T25 will almost never strip out.
Do you want me to do this? I got the right kind of shoes on.
Well, sure, if you can.
All right.
Got some rubbers on there. I just like using these T20 fasteners so much that I dislike using them so much that that I'd rather throw them away than try to save them for use somewhere else. Yeah, it's not quite straight on there. Okay.
Got it. Got it, man.
Here we go. There's that. There's that. We'll put them somewhere where they won't get hit.
And I explained why you staggered them. So you can get the screw in there. Those are very long. Wow, it looks different.
Still useful.
Yeah.
This wood's still good.
If you had your truck, you could have took the whole thing back.
Did we put these posts in concrete?
I think we did. You want to dig a little bit in there? It's kind of solid.
They're in there. They're in.
And it makes cutting grass around here much easier. This is the result of when it heats up, you know, a little warm winter, and then some grass starts growing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, it's in there. So this is your technique, so explain that.
Well, we're going to have to have, first thing I'm going to do, these posts are stuck in here in concrete, probably 8-inch around, or about an 8-inch hole, like a fence post hole. I'm going to uncover. This will all be smoothed out here. Anyway, okay, these things are in concrete. There's a hole. They're solidly in the ground. Luckily we don't have, the ground's already a little wet, but this will demonstrate the technique. I'll either get a gallon jug of water. That thing's in there pretty solid. Well, I can actually move this one. Okay, we're gonna have to get some water. I've opened up a little bit of a hole right beside that thing, just enough to get some water in there. This thing's set in concrete. So we're gonna put some water in there. I'm using the hose, but we don't have to have a hose. You can just have a gallon jug of water. That's all you had. In fact, that amount of water right there that's leaking, probably all we're gonna need. Start shaking the post. Shake it in all directions if you can. Just shake it. Now, don't have to work hard. Let the tool do the work. That water is working its way down around that dirt down there. The more you move it around, the more it emulsifies that dirt around the concrete. So instead of being tightly in the dirt down there, there's water all around it. Take the hose away. Try to lift up on it. Your lifting up. One problem you may have, which we may have here, if there are roots or rocks around it, that may prevent it from coming up. So we may have to do a little bit more.
Could be the tree roots.
Yep.
Oh, that's a good burp. Wow, look at how long that's a lot, Richard.
There we go.
Wow.
This was all done in a few minutes by no more than one person.
A lot of breath because you had to do a lot of shaking.
Yeah. And so, there we go.
So, can you tell people how you get that off of it?
I'll just lay this over there and spray it off with water.
Oh, the concrete?
Now, the concrete, if it's old concrete, a lot of times a sledgehammer, make sure you wear your safety glasses.
Mm-hmm.
You can bust it off of there with a sledgehammer. In this case, I'll probably take a concrete saw and make a couple of marks on it, a couple of cracks in it, and then bust it off with a sledgehammer. But right now we're going to set it aside.
Okay. All right. That's one down, 2 more to go.
Yep. Roots and rocks and stuff. As you can see, when I rotate this around, rock it around like this, it's both breaking up the dirt and it's turning it. I got to get that overgrowth over the top of it.
Yeah, this is pole number 2.
It's turning it.
Neighbor 2 doors out is cutting grass or weed eating. Get a couple of warm days here and grass grows.
You know, it's funny, I'm rocking this thing around kind of in a counterclockwise direction.
And it's turning.
It's twisting the post out of there. It's already twisted at 180 degrees. Got that water all around it.
Wow.
Number 2. You can take a machine or anything. All we did was water and work on one person. Got the number 2 out of there. And then we're in there solid and square. Every time you shake it, a little bit of water gets down in there, into the cracks. And every time you shake it, a little more water gets down in there.
That's pole number 3, the last one.
I should have timed it how long it took us to took this whole thing down.
Probably 5 minutes.
But the
5 minutes each.
from the time we started working on this, it can't be more than 30 minutes.
No, probably 15 or less. Very good.
This one's heavy. We don't have a hand truck. We can move these to the back.
I got a hand truck. I got a hand truck.
One thing we can do is take this concrete. We can break this concrete up. We can use it to throw back in the holes.
Okay.
Put dirt over the top of it.
All right.